Beautiful resort. All the amenities. Give me a little walkabout. Corporate resort. San Jose, Mexico. San Jose, Mexico. It's beautiful. Friendly. Give me a walkabout. We've got rooms that come right out to the pool. This is called the Hyatt Ziva. We stayed here. I think they left no stone unturned in terms of service, amenities, staff. Child and teen friendly. Child and teen friendly. We dropped the children off at the Kidz Zone occasionally, and they had quality child care. We went out one night and even had a nanny hired that watched the children until the early evening. I think we came back in about 9 p.m. But you can hire nanny service. And then, of course, this resort is right off the beach or the ocean. Let's give you an idea of what this is like while early morning. Take you out to the actual ocean. The beach looks like they're going to have a huge concert tonight on the actual beach. You can see the setting up of the concert. How cool is that? It's a huge corporate summit taking place here on the grounds of the Hyatt. So I was able to see how they treated the corporate guests as well, but there was no difference between the corporate guests and the rest of the guests. All were treated in high quality, high fashion. But when you walk out of your room, you can come right to the ocean. Generally, there'll be vendors here. You can see a line where they don't allow the vendors to encroach on the hotel as much. And I found these vendors to be respectful and not overbearing. And some of you who have traveled can realize how overbearing some vendors can be. But you've got to understand, they've got to make a living, and their living is off of tourism. And if you're here, you are probably a tourist, which means you are integral to the economy. And even more so than a visitor or a tourist, you're a visitor to their land. So, here it is. All along the beach are other resorts. Horseback riding along this beach. And then again, of course, they've got lifeguards. They also have a well bell. A well bell. They ring the bell, there's been a sighting of a whale. We didn't hear any of the whale bell during our stay, but perhaps if you stay, you'll get an opportunity to hear the whale bell. All right, but this is where we stayed. Hyatt Ziva Zima. Very friendly. They've got an adult section. They've got an adult pool. I think they've got plenty of restaurants. Every type of food. I like this little corner restaurant right there. And then of course they've got your buffet. I think we saw Chinese, Italian, of course Mexican, all of it. Hola. All of it's good to see you.
How are you?
Doing well. How are you doing?
I'm okay.
Yes.
Are you coming to the yoga?
I think they're getting ready to go do some yoga. Like, they're gonna go do yoga right here. They're getting ready to do yoga. Let me show you the Kidz Zone, because we spent time at the Kidz Zone that I mentioned already, but in case you're going to bring the kids, there are some resorts that are adult only, and so this is not one of them. And of course is one of the reasons we chose this resort, because we have children. And there were not a lot of children running around. As a matter of fact, there were not enough to even be noticeable. So maybe individuals noticed our children. So let's just give you a total walkabout of this resort. Okay, I'm gonna take you to the Kidz Zone. Our children loved this area. And here it is. It's called the Kidz Club. Kidz. Kidz Club. And you can drop the kids off. They'll have lifeguards here. And then in here is an entire child care facility. They've got games in there. They've got everything in here. Arts and crafts. Everything there in the Kidz Zone. And similar on the other side is an adult zone. We had an amazing room on the 6th floor facing the ocean and all of this section here. So we were in this middle building, which is attached to the lobby area. If you can, get room 1616. That's the room we had, and you'll be able to see all of this off onto the ocean. Yeah, where we're in that facility, there's another facility, and yet another facility. And so if you're considering a resort, I would give this more than 5 stars. Easily. Take you to the lobby area. I'm gonna show you all of what we were able to see, so that you could see most of it, or if not all of it, in case you're making a decision as to where to spend your hard-earned dollars. You won't be disappointed here. So I think, as a matter of fact, you'll be rather pleased. But here's where they have the adult parties, adult gatherings. Again, those rooms open right up onto the pool. And then there's another pool here. And here they do adult only area. And then I will take you to see the lobby area. And I haven't shown you everything. It's quite vast. You would not have to leave this resort at all if you chose not to. However, we had an opportunity to leave the resort, and we left the resort and went to Old Downtown. And if you go to Old Downtown, and I'll put up some footage of our visit to Old Downtown. And when I tell you it was beautiful, it was beautiful. Very clean, very safe. I know a lot of travelers are concerned about safety, and you should be. Some places are safer than others. Some areas are safer than others. But San Jose is largely a tourist area, so most of the folks you come in contact with are going to be tourists. It would be like traveling to a mountain resort. For example, we're in Colorado, so it'll be akin to traveling to Telluride, Vail, Aspen. Most of the locals that you see will probably be employees. But here we are. This is what you will be greeted with. Of course, very secure. This lobby goes right to the ocean. And very secure, as you can see. No one is able to get past security to get into this facility. But yeah, hope you enjoyed this walkabout. Hyatt Ziva. We had an amazing time here. I would certainly come back. As a matter of fact, I'd come back again and again and again. Again, 6th floor, room 1616 was amazing. And